Hi! So, I'm making another video for you guys today. This video is my influences, and my hands are green. Blue-ish. I dyed my hair, so they're kind of bluish green. Yeah. This video is about my influences. It was a requested video, but I want to do it because it's a good idea, and you guys should know what my influences are, because I want to know what your guys' influences are. Anywho, my life influences, things that influenced my life, things that made me from who I was back then to who I am now. And I don't have that many of them, but the ones that I do have stuck to me pretty much from when I was a kid. So, yes. Okay, my first influence, the first person who influenced me growing up would be my sister. She's my half-sister. She has a different dad than I do. And her name is Amber, and she is like 27 now, I think. I don't talk to her that much anymore, but she influenced my life because ever since before my little brother was born, I thought every family had like a kid who could hear and a kid who couldn't hear, and that was because my sister's deaf. So I thought that it was just a normal thing, and she couldn't hear, but I could, and I didn't know that much sign language, but she knew more sign language than me, so we could hardly talk. But from what I remember of when I was a kid, she drew a lot, and she did go to college for drawing, and she used to draw like dinosaurs and dragons, and I remember her drawing some anime, but I don't think she really drew that much anime like I do. But I always thought that it was really cool that even though she couldn't hear things, that she could still see, just the way that she drew her art it was really, I mean, you don't really need to hear those things to draw them, but I just thought it was cool because she was a really, really good artist, and it made me want to draw. It gave me a reason to start drawing and stuff. So that was my first influence. And me and her really we aren't on horrible terms anymore, but we don't really talk to each other that much. It's been quite a few years since I actually talked to her on my own or by myself. My mom has talked to her about me, and my mom has talked to me about her, but that's really all that it is now. So that brings me to my second influence on my life, which is my mom. She influenced me because she had this love for music that I didn't really understand when I was younger. I knew that it helped her, and it helped me when she sang to me, and it helped my brother and my sister. Well, it didn't really help my sister, but it helped my brother when my brother was born. And I feel like when she was listening to music a lot back when we were younger, everything in the house was a lot better than than it is now, because she doesn't really listen to that much music. But when I was younger and I'd be upset, she she would sing to me or my little brother, and it would make us feel a lot better. She would sing, whenever we would spend time with her, that's all we were doing is doing karaoke and dancing around the room and singing, and that's really kind of what brought on my really big love for music, my passion for music, was because it healed things in our family when things were really bad. And I kind of noticed that ever since music's kind of left the house, we don't really listen to that much music anymore. Well, I do, and my brother, but my parents, they don't. When they do listen to music, it makes them in a better mood, and I think music heals people. And so that's why I decided to be a vocalist and to sing for the rest of my life, whether it's like I'm big in the world or not. I just want to be able to sing and have my voice and be able to heal the people I meet in my life. My third influence is my past best friend. His name is Marty. We had like a really deep connection. We really cared about each other, and he lived quite a while away, and he'd come and visit, and it made me like, he passed away, but I still care about him a lot, and I still think about him, and I'm pretty sure he still thinks about me. And it's like that everlasting love that has influenced me to, like, even after I'm gone, people are gonna like think back to when I was around, and I want to leave a good impression. Not really a good impression, I just want to be there to help people and to make them happier and stuff, like he did to me, and I believe I did to him. If I would have been the one who passed away, I'm pretty sure he would have thought about me too. We were just very close. He helped me through a lot of stuff. He helped me change as a person, and his passing also helped influence me to, it was a really big eye-opening moment on how much life meant, and ever since then I can say, like, I don't know exactly what it is that it had changed in me, but ever since he passed away, something really big in me has changed, and I can't be the person that I used to be when I was a kid. I used to be kind of bratty and mean and picked on people. I just can't be that person anymore. And I'm pretty sure it was him, because he was always like the nicer one out of us both. He was the one who was more caring, and when he passed away, that kind of stuck. My fourth influence is my cousin, the one who requested this video. And I think she requested this video because she knows she's one of my influences, which, if you're watching this, Brooke, yeah, I figured it out, okay? She was one of my influences, I'd have to say, like, since the age of like 9 or 10. She's not my cousin, like, by blood or even by marriage, but my aunt and her uncle, or my aunt and her dad, have been dating on and off pretty much for the past, like, long time, like 20-something years, and they never got married. They did get engaged, I think, like twice, but it never fell through, but they're still together. It doesn't really make sense, but anywho, she influenced my life, because I was like, it was also that like point in time when I was like, I wasn't really bratty. I mean, I was bratty because I was like a kid, but I wasn't really bratty towards her, but I think she could tell that I was bratty towards my brother, and I picked on him a lot, and so she picked on me a lot. Like, she made me tougher. She, like, my first fight that I ever got into, which I'm not proud of because I lost, so I definitely am not proud of it because I lost. The first fight I ever got into, she pretty much tried to help me, like, she coached me, like, on, like, how to not lose even though I lost, and she ended up getting me out of it too. She got me out of the fight when I was starting to lose, which was really nice of her. She influenced I feel like she influenced my style. She influenced, at the time, she influenced a lot of the music that I listened to. Some of the music that I listen to now that I still listened to back then, like Panic at the Disco. She introduced me to Panic at the Disco, and she also introduced me to Green Day, which are two bands that I still listen to. So she influenced my music. But there's also a lot of ways that me and her, like, we are really different from each other. We're not, like, I'm nothing like her, really, and she's nothing like me, but she did influence a lot about me, which is cool, because I probably would have been really girly, like, not, like, preppy, but just very bubbly. Well, I'm already bubbly, but very girly, like, wearing, like, I don't know, like, just very girly and, like, kissing booty or something. I would be that kind of a person. My fifth influence were animals, which sounds kind of strange because it's not actually a person, but when I was younger, like, my whole life, even now, we've always had at least one pet in the house, and we've always had probably more than one at the time. Like, right now I know we have 6 cats and a dog, and I really want to get a pet rat soon. But, like, animals don't have voices, and animals get abused, and they get hurt, and they get, mistreated and left on their own, and it kind of made me realize that not like only do animals not have a voice and they should be spoken for, but some other people don't have like a voice to speak out on. Not necessarily that they don't have a voice, but that they don't know, like that they haven't figured things out for themselves yet, and if they're not, going in the right direction with something, or somebody's bullying on them or picking on them, telling them they can't do it, and they don't know how to defend themselves, those are those people that don't have a voice, so you need to help defend them. You need to help say, hey, the way you're going in your life isn't right, I mean, don't be like so on it to where you're telling them exactly what to do, but if you know that they're about to get into a fight, or they're about to steal something, or get into like the wrong crowd, looking out for people who don't necessarily know what they're getting into is kind of what animals taught me, because I started looking out for animals that didn't necessarily know how to live on their own, like they were too young, or animals that were hurt by other people. I always ended up taking care of them, and I think because of that I started taking care of other people too, because I saw that. So pretty sure this is my fifth influence, sixth, I don't know. It's my 6th influence. My 6th influence is local bands and people that are just like me, whether they're a little bit far behind or ahead, the people in my local area. A lot of my friends are in bands, or they're solo artists, or they're just regular like artists, writers. A lot of those people influenced me because when I was in middle school, I never thought I could really do anything with the talent that I have. Even though I really wanted to and I was pushing myself to do it, I still didn't think I could. And so when I was in middle school, I started seeing a lot of other people that were like me, but maybe a little bit farther ahead. They were already, making covers on YouTube, or making videos, playing shows, stuff like that. Or even like if they're into art, they already had their art put up in smaller galleries. People who wrote, already have a book out, like maybe not the super big book, but it's a book out there. And it kind of just influenced me to at least try to use what I have, like, because if I like doing it so much, like I saw that they did, I might as well try it for myself. It kind of just gave me the extra push and say, don't be scared to do it, because you never know how it's going to turn out unless you actually try. And which is cool, because I noticed ever since I started like listening to those other people, and I was just like being influenced by them, people were also being influenced by me. They were seeing that I started doing stuff, and they wanted to start doing it too, and started asking me questions, and I helped them, just like those people helped me. So it's like all one big circle of helping people, and it's a really nice circle. It's a firm circle, where we all are there for each other, and it's a good thing to see. And my final influence. Now this is kind of an everlasting influence. It's something that's been pushing me ever since I can remember, and that would be my close friends, and even my friends that aren't close, that are still around and like still pushing me to do what I do. I don't know what I would have done without a lot of the friends that I have. I've been pretty down in my days of, like, I'm only 17 years old, so it's funny that I'm saying that, my days, but like I've been pretty down and feeling pretty bad about life, and my friends have picked me up even when they didn't even have to. Not that they didn't have to, but I didn't expect them to. I didn't even, I figured nobody would be there, and my friends have proved me wrong so many times, and they still prove me wrong a lot of the time. I'm just like, you know, are you sure? Is this okay? And they're like, why are you even worrying about it? You know, you should know better by now. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, but, you know, that's just the way me and my friends are, I guess, because if I want to be there for my friends, they kind of act the same way. Like, are you sure? And I'm like, no problem, man. It's not a big deal. But yeah, my friends, like, even now, did you hear that? I hit myself in the, my bad. My friends, they like, even now they push me when I start getting sad, or I'm just like, you know, I don't know about this, you guys, or if I need advice, they're always there for me. Like, I always have somebody there for me, whether I know them in real life or they're just my Facebook friends. And that's why that's what I like about social media, is because, like, there have been a few times where I really didn't have that many friends around the area that I could, like, talk to, and so I had to rely on, you know, trusting people over the internet, and I've made a lot of really good friends that way, like, a lot of really, really good friends that still, you know, like, for years they've been here for me, and they still are. And most of those friends are actually watching this video, so thank you guys, because it means a lot, even though, like, you wouldn't think it does, but it does to me, because I've been through some stuff, and not saying I've been through more stuff than anybody else, but I've been through stuff, and you guys have helped me through that stuff. And, you know, I probably would hate the world if I didn't have you guys, because if I didn't have friends, I'd be all alone, and I'd feel like it was the world's fault and not mine, or even would feel like it's my fault. So I'd either be hating myself or hating the rest of the world. But you guys make me love everything, and it means a lot. I'm trying not to cry. But yeah, this video is almost 20 minutes long, so I'm gonna probably stop it now. I'm sorry if this video was so bland. It is more of a serious topic video, not just a regular update. It's, you know, my thoughts. So, thank you guys for watching. I want to know what kind of things influenced your life. You know, people, things, shows, you know, occurrences at school, anything, you know. You can message me on Facebook and let me know, or you could even make a video response. I want to see if I can get anybody to make some video responses, because if I can get some people to make some video responses, I don't know. I like watching videos, especially my friends' videos, because I like to see how you guys interpret your feelings. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll probably make another video soon, because I'm kind of on this video thing. I like making videos for you guys. So, alright. I love you. Keep me posted on your lives, because I love you. And I'll keep you posted on mine, because you guys love me. Mwah. Bye.